Disclaimer: the most dangerous addiction in America isn't drugs, it's a monthly salary. In 2025, we have perfected a new form of slavery. It doesn't use iron chains, it uses 30-year mortgages and private school tuition. We call it the golden handcuffs. It's the reason you can't quit the job you hate. It's the reason you are terrified of Monday mornings. You have built a lifestyle that requires your absolute obedience to maintain. You think you own your possessions? No, your possessions own you. Today, we are going to break down the psychology of why high earners are actually the most trapped people in the economy and exactly how to find the key to the cell. This is the middle class paradox. It is the dirty secret of the modern economy that nobody talks about at dinner parties. The system is not designed to make you free when you earn more money. It is designed to make you dependent. We are taught that money is a ladder. The higher you climb, the more freedom you see. But the math of 2025 proves that for the middle class, money isn't a ladder, it's a funnel. The more you make, the more efficient the system becomes at extracting it from you through taxes, through lifestyle design, and through the psychological cage known as the golden handcuffs. If you're watching this and wondering why your six-figure salary feels like a minimum wage life with better upholstery, you need to watch this video. We are going to dissect the mechanism of the trap, why lifestyle creep is actually a systemic feature, not a bug, and how to escape the golden cage before the door locks behind you forever. To understand why you are broke, we have to define who you are. In the financial world, there is an acronym for you. Henry, high earner, not rich yet. The Henry is the tragic hero of the 2025 economy. You generate massive amounts of income. You are the engine of the GDP, but you keep almost none of it. Here is the mathematical trap of the high earner. When you are poor, the system ignores you or subsidizes you. When you are truly rich, asset rich, the system gives you tax breaks, capital gains rates, and leverage. But when you are in the middle, when you are a high earner, you are the cash cow. Let's look at the kill zone, between $100,000 and $400,000 a year. This is where the government takes the biggest bite. You don't qualify for assistance, but you don't qualify for the loopholes of the billionaires. You are paying 35%, 40%, sometimes 50% effective tax rates depending on where you live. But it's not just taxes, it's the efficiency of extraction. The entire economy is optimized to harvest money from the Henry. The housing market targets you, the university system targets you and your children, the luxury car market targets you. You are generating high flow, but you have zero containment. You are a high-pressure hose spraying water, but you don't have a bucket. And this leads to the second, more dangerous part of the trap, the psychological wiring that forces you to spend that money. In the 18th century, a French philosopher named Denis Diderot was given a beautiful scarlet robe as a gift. It was magnificent, but then he noticed that his old rug looked cheap next to the robe, so he replaced the rug. Then his chair looked cheap next to the rug, so he replaced the chair. Eventually he went bankrupt, replacing everything in his life to match the quality of the robe. This is the Diderot effect. And in 2025, it is the operating system of the middle class. When you get that raise, you don't just put the extra money in the bank. You upgrade your identity. You get the job at the big law firm. Suddenly, your Honda Civic doesn't fit the identity. You need the BMW. Then your apartment feels small compared to your colleagues. You need the mortgage. Then your clothes look cheap. You need the tailored suits. This isn't lifestyle creep. That's too passive a term. This is identity maintenance. The high earner is forced to spend money to signal that they are a high earner. If you are a VP at a bank, you cannot drive a 2005 Corolla. The social pressure, the professional pressure forces you to upgrade. So, every dollar of new income is immediately allocated to a new recurring expense. You raise your floor. And this is the paradox. A person making $50,000 with $40,000 in expenses has $10,000 of freedom. A person making $250,000 with $250,000 in expenses has zero freedom. Actually, they have less than zero, because the person making $250,000 has debt obligations that require that high income to service. They have built a machine that eats $20,000 a month. They cannot stop feeding the machine. They have lost the ability to say no. Corporations know this psychology better than you do. They rely on it. This brings us to the concept of golden handcuffs. Why do big tech companies offer free food, on-site gyms, stock options that vest over 4 years, and massive bonuses? Is it because they love you? No. It is because they want to inflate your lifestyle to the point where you cannot leave. They want you to get used to the $300,000 lifestyle. They want you to buy the house that requires the $300,000 salary, because once you do that, you are no longer a free agent. You are a feudal serf. I hate my job, but I have $50,000 of stock vesting in December. I'll quit in January. January comes. Oh, they just gave me another grant vesting next year. I'll stay 1 more year. 5 years later, you are burnt out, miserable, and richer than ever. But you are still there. The paradox is that the more specialized and high-paying your job becomes, the fewer exit options you have. If you make $40,000, you can find another job paying $40,000 tomorrow. You have liquidity in the labor market. If you make $400,000 doing a niche role at a specific hedge fund, there might be only 3 other companies in the world that will pay you that. You have zero liquidity. You are trapped by your own success. You have traded your autonomy for luxury. And as the economy tightens in 2026, those handcuffs are going to get tighter. Because if you get laid off, that machine you built, the mortgage, the car payments, the private school tuition, it doesn't stop eating just because the paycheck stopped coming. But there is a final, darker layer to this paradox. Even if you avoid the lifestyle creep, even if you don't buy the BMW, you are still losing the game. Why? Because wages are linear, but assets are exponential. In 2025, we have reached a point of asset decoupling. The high earner is playing a game of catch-up that is mathematically impossible to win. You work harder to get a 10% raise, but the housing market goes up 15%. The stock market goes up 20%. The person who owns the assets, the capital class, is getting richer by doing nothing. The person who works for the income, the middle class, is running faster just to stay in the same spot. This is the ultimate tragedy of the Henry. You are trading your life energy, your time, your stress, your health for a currency, the dollar, that is being debased against the things you actually want to buy, real estate freedom. You think, if I just get to $300,000, I'll be rich. But by the time you get to $300,000, the definition of rich has moved to $500,000. The goalposts are on wheels, and the Federal Reserve is driving the truck, pulling them away from you. So what is the solution? Do we just give up? No, we break the machine. The only way to win the game is to stop playing by their rules. The middle-class paradox thrives on one thing: compliance. Compliance with the lifestyle, compliance with the debt, compliance with the idea that income equals wealth. It does not. Income is how much you run. Wealth is how much you keep. To escape the paradox in 2026, you have to do the hardest thing a human being can do. You have to downgrade. You have to look at the promotion and say, I don't need the new car. You have to look at the bonus and say, I'm not buying the bigger house, I'm buying my freedom. You have to decouple your identity from your income. You need to become asset heavy and lifestyle light. Because the guy driving the 10-year-old Toyota with $2 million in the bank is free. The guy driving the new Porsche with $2 million in debt is a slave. Freedom is not a number in your bank account. Freedom is the gap between what you earn and what you spend. Widen the gap and you break the handcuffs. Close the gap and you lock them tighter. We are heading into a volatile year. 2026 will punish the leveraged and reward the liquid. I will be here every week, breaking down the traps they set for you and showing you how to walk around them. If you want to exit the rat race and start building real sovereignty, you need to subscribe. Don't let your ambition become your prison. 2026 is going to be a graveyard for the leveraged. The system is tightening, the taxes are rising, the trap is closing. If you think you can navigate this economy with the same old advice your parents gave you, you are going to get crushed. You need new maps. You need new weapons. This channel is your intelligence agency. I track the traps so you don't have to step in them. Don't face the new year blind. Subscribe. Turn on notifications. Let's get to work.